Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem,
Abashtan Shai,
Shem, Rakah, Kodash,
Bashtan
Barakatah.
Kodash.
Right. Double honors to our apostles and our elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers. The sincere Yakim across the four corners of the planet Earth. The sincere Akwat, right? The confusion of faces, and every brother that risking their lives to bring forth this information of prophecy and exposing this devil and the wicked times that we in. Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Brother Barak, Brother Yahawada, and Brother Makazah, right? We're just bringing forth some end time prophecies. Somebody can start with Matthew 24, verse 7, Babakosha.
Bring it
I
up.
read it. All right.
I'm ready. This is Matthew 24, verse 7, you say?
Yeah, I can.
This is Matthew chapter 24. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places.
There should be famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? So, one of the things I want to bring forth in that scripture, right, to draw out on that scripture is that word diverse, right? One of the meanings for the diverse was what? The word there was what? Kata.
Strong's G 2596, kata, kata.
Right? One of the meanings for the words diverse was what? Daily. Daily, right? So it says what? Famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And one of the examples, for example, Matthew 24, Mark 14 and 9, 14 and 49, I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and he took me not, but the scriptures must be fulfilled. Right? Matthew 26 and 55. In the same hour said Yahweh Shai to the multitude, ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me. I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and he laid no hold on me. Right? So daily you get the idea that there's a day after day, right? As you understand that we have one of the meaning of the word diverse. So we had a series of events that happened in Trinidad and Venezuela that has been Trinidad has been highlighted and Venezuela has not been highlighted, right? And the key to through the spirit, because it wasn't it was this was inspired by the spirit. The spirit gave the observation, right? That around the 16th and or the 16th, 17th of October last month, or sorry, this month, last week, Venezuela dropped the US dollar, right? And will use the euro for international transactions. Right? So I'll just read a little bit into the article. Brethren, you can Archaeon, you can stop me and bring forth the precepts and the arguments at any point in time. It says Venezuela is abandoning the US dollar with all future transactions on the Venezuelan exchange market to be made in euro. Tarek El Assami, the country's vice president for economy, announced. Right? So this is what happened last week. They actually dropped it down and they went to the euro. Right? And this is what started to happen. Through the spirit, Brother Makazah, he let us a video. This was a video, right? Through the spirit. You know, I mean you can speak on it, Makazah. You can speak on the
Yeah, well, I believe it was like a couple of months back. The first video I saw, a guy did a video and he was talking about the oil that was in the Caribbean. And he said that, it wouldn't be a surprise if America start focusing their attention on the Caribbean. All right. And a little while after that, you start to see videos, you know, where they're saying that it have U.S. navies in the Caribbean, and more they keep coming out. They're showing that it have U.S. navies in the Caribbean, but the majority of them they fluctuating around Venezuela, you know. And now all of a sudden, as these ships start circulating around Venezuela, Venezuela drops the dollar, then boom, all these disasters happen. But as the brother said, Trinidad has been highlighted on the media and not Venezuela, when the truth and fact is Venezuela has been hit probably 40 times worse than we did. So if anybody was supposed to be on the news, was supposed to be Venezuela, not us. Because the water that we got was a puddle compared to Venezuela. All right? But the thing is because why it even when you're looking into the Trinidad news, I believe they posted an article yesterday that they wanted to start to do investigation on the unprecedented flood. All right? Because I mean, it was just like all of a sudden the same thing with the, I believe it was Hurricane Michael. Might have the wrong name, I'm not sure. The one that hit America just the other day, and it only affected a short radius, a small radius. All right, to show that it was weaponized. The hurricane was weaponized. And it's the same thing happening here in Venezuela. Right, but we so close to Venezuela, we getting hit too. But the reason they hitting Venezuela is because Venezuela dropped the dollar. The same thing with that happened, I believe, was 2 years ago with China, when China devalued the yuan. I think they devalued the yuan by 8%, and it affected America's economy. And then boom, shortly after, China was hit with 2 missiles. But they tried to block it from off the media.
Yeah.
All right. I have a precept here I want to bring. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of the things that the so-called white man gonna use, because guess what? He been doing these things for years. Hey, America is the only country that will kill their own people and blame it on another nation or another country. All right, that is the devil for you. Now, when you look up the word devices, right? The second definition for the word device is an evil purpose. So, purposes. All right. In world domination, he would do anything to dominate the world. Killing, mass genocide, all right? And that is an evil purpose. So we're not ignorant of those evil purposes, because as the scripture says, we know who the devil is. And as the brother said, we're exposing this devil.
I just wanted to, on a point that they say, because they say they're so wicked that they will kill their own and blame another. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, right? And whose soul is speaking about? He's speaking about Esau, right? These devils. But the just shall live by faith. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and keepeth unto him all people. So that goes into his actions, you know, because I like to say this is an identification time, roll call. You're seeing who is this devil on the planet Earth right now. You know, as they say in Job 9:24, if not where and who is he?
World. And each has
Salakia, right? So this brother here was one of the first videos that he sent. Well, it was actually the second video that he sent, and he is actually going into it, right? Florida Marquis. Where these dots represent what? All the ships in the world, right? Well, all the ships that the satellites pick up, right? They have two tracking. two types of tracking devices. One being GPS and the next one being automatic automatic something. But I'll go to the article. There's an article I have here which brings it out, right? And what they have done, the American Navy or the U.S. Navy has gathered themselves in in Grenada or around Grenada, right? Let me see if this is the article right here. Uh, come back to this one. Right. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to highlight too because you said that you're speaking about these nations. Didn't knowing for a while that America, right, have the ability or the capability to what to control the weather. So I'll just bring out this video real quick. This is former president of Venezuela, Hugo Chavez. He was speaking about it concerning the Haiti earthquake and actually exposing the devil, right? So I'll bring this out first.
Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez has once again accused the United States of playing God, but this time it's Haiti possessed.
Salakia, you all hear the audio?
Can.
All right.
This earthquake that he thinks the U.S. was behind. Spanish newspaper ABC quotes Chavez as saying that the U.S. Navy launched a weapon capable of inducing a powerful earthquake off the shore of Haiti. Yeah. But this time, and the funny part is destroying and taking over Iran. The existence of a tectonic weapon has never been proved, but its use is also suspected by conspiracy theorists. For example, the leader of Georgia's Green Party accused Russia of being behind an earthquake on Georgian territory in 2002.
Right. So this is not a conspiracy theory because it can't be conspiracy if it's phenomenal. And the word phenomenal means factual. Right? It says this is today is what, the 27th? This is the dated October the 25th, natural disaster monitoring. Right? Severe weather on the 24th of October 2018. The Mexico Ministry of the Interior of Interior declared a state of emergency for the states of Escunip, Apa de Hidalgo, Sinaloa, and Nayarit due to damage caused by tropical cyclone Willa. Right? Heavy rains and flood generated by Willa caused an overflow of the Bonita River, the Tequila municipality, and San Pedro River. Right? Now jumping on to where is it, Venezuela. On the 25th of October 2018, media reported heavy rain and floods in Gran Caracas, Venezuela, affecting 100 homes in several towns in what? Chicuri, and overflowing of the Guaire River affected 1,699 people, and 16 bridges were damaged overall. 53 river overflows occurred, and 11 fatalities were registered. The report is available in Spanish at Ultimas Noticicas. Excuse my Spanish, I'm not good. Right? Let me see if I have a next article here.
A quick piece on left here.
Go ahead.
So the video with Hugo Chavez. Yeah, this is Second Thessalonians 2:4, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God. He said, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what Hugo Chavez was saying, so-called white man playing that he's God. But basically, the Most High using the so-called white man to do this destruction.
Done. Yeah, that's right. There's Rumors fly of U.S. naval buildup off the coast of Venezuela. And this was October the 8th, 2018. Right? So before I continue, I'm going to bring this precept. This is Sirach chapter 5, verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. So be not ignorant or without knowledge. Marcus brought it out in Corinthians that we are wise to the wiles of the devil. Right?
Right.
The devil being the deceiver, the so-called white man. Right? A couple of years back, Hugo Chavez talking about the naval weapon that could cause earthquakes. Right? I was trying to find I remember an article, but I don't know, because plenty of these things is so removing them off of the internet. I had an article bookmark from years back, right, where I think it was Hurricane Sandy, and these nations were coming together to help the afflicted, because I think it was like New Jersey was greatly hit in America, and the other countries of the world was coming together to help and to assist. And Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, said, what, I'm not going to assist in something that America created and used against their own people. And in that article, it was an RT article, if I'm not mistaken. In that article, there was a video where they showed that they had a rainmaker or cloud maker machine. And in the video, they showed they started it up and it generated clouds. And I don't recall the clouds showering down rain, but it made some big the clouds eventually made were formed into a cumulonimbus cloud, like the big rain cloud, the big giant clouds as look like big pillows, right?
Yeah, the tall one.
Yeah. So they made those clouds, but no matter how hard I search to get that back, I'm not finding it on my bookmarks. Most likely it's already removed it off the internet, right? So coming back to this article, it says rumors fly of the U.S. naval buildup off the coast of Venezuela, right? So this here, if you could see, well, where the mouse is pointing at is where it says Marine Tracker. This here is a group of ships of the U.S. Navy, right? From the U.S. Navy. So they're what, on the coast of Grenada, around St. Vincent. Now this video that Makaza came across here, this brother is actually breaking it down, right? When he's going into the satellite imagery, right? It will take too long for me to play it, right? But this is by Florida Maquis, right? Florida Maquis. So brothers who are interested, they can go into it and check it out. Right? He actually will break it down and show what it did, because they could turn off their two tracking devices, one being the GPS and the next one being the AIS, right? And they were going into it and they're switching off one of the devices so that it can be tracked, and they bunch the ships together so that it will look like one. So within different zooms, you will see like one image, but really actually it's a group of naval fleet, right? So as I said, this article was on the 8th of October. It reads, St. George's, Grenada, according to the YouTube video, an American fleet is advancing towards Venezuela, and at this moment is parked off the coast of the island of Grenada. However, locals who frequently travel through the area, from fisher folk, persons that use small aircraft, to officials with regional carrier LIAT, have not seen or confirmed anything that the video in question suggests might be taking place. The 12-minute video posted over 3 days is going viral as it shows a marine vessel tracker marine traffic using the filter features to claim that the ships highlighted in the gray must be naval warships because they are unspecified and have no distinguishing features that show up on radar. It says, however, a closer examination of the marine traffic, particularly area around Grenada and Venezuela, shows that some of the ships in gray that are supposedly unspecified actually appear to be an assortment of pleasure craft, small trading vessels, and other unregistered craft, as small fishing boats and skiffs. Right? So they're going to misappropriate this information to throw you off. This is Esau. This is devil. He's the deceiver. Right? You can't believe anything that he says. Right? But again, everything here happened through the spirit. Right? A different observation and you know, as brother Daniela loves to say, you know how to connect the dots, right? Let me see.
Ah,
So,
bruh.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I sent a video for you. I'm not sure if that is the one you was looking for.
I found. I actually have it here. Is this one on the screen?
No, the video that I was looking for with the clouds.
Oh, criminal limbus. All right.
You could check it on your phone. I sent it for you on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if that the video you was looking for.
I'll bring it up.
All right, man.
Right. Yeah. Can. Yeah. Anybody have a precept in the meanwhile?
You got this. Yeah.
This. Yeah, because we know we had great floods. We had a great flood where central. Actually, we had flood where in Trinidad where central, north central, and then eventually West Trinidad was flooded out. Right? Unconfirmed deaths. Our government is saying. Our prime minister would refuse to take regional help, right? And he actually, if you watch his demeanor, as I read in the scripture before, Sirach chapter 5 verse 15, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. Now remember, America and Trinidad have a great alliance. We have an embassy, but we have a strong alliance. And he was quite calm and collective, and in fact, even in my opinion, he's a proud and arrogant man, right? Because if your people are affected, why not take all the help that you can get? But one the apostles use a term. I think they call it smoke and mirrors. So one of the things that Trinidad is really being publicized, or the floods in Trinidad. We have Nicki Minaj and Pian Lions. They're on Instagram, and it's been publicized about the floods here, right? But there was the flood in Venezuela was actually more catastrophic than what we see in Trinidad, right? So I'll just play this. You just tell me when you're ready. I'll play this for a little bit, and you tell me when you're ready, and we'll hear your precept while I load up the other videos. This is in Venezuela, by the way. Right, look, you're seeing people being washed away, swept away in the flood. Right, this is a 5-minute long video, so I can't go through the whole video.
Have a piece of yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, because as I said, nothing like that happened here in Trinidad. There is Jeremiah chapter 47, verse 2. It says, thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, waters rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. And guess what? The Lord really is Esau selling, but the Most High is the one who basically giving him the order, because Ephraim, which is the northern tribe, all right, these Venezuelans, they're from the northern tribe, and they they're sinning against the Most High. They worshiping idols, right? And the Most High is sending judgment on them,
Done.
all right? The Most High is sending their judgment, right? That is why I see majority that having inflation, wherever the case is, these Spanish countries, these so-called Spanish-speaking countries, there is where the northern tribe dwelling, all right? And the Most High is sending their judgment now.
That's that.
But
Yeah, done.
But the main reason it happening because Esau want to get the resources of that country. That's where he going. So now what he would do is like a facade. What he doing, he's sending his troops out there and causing the disasters or to have KO. So he would, I don't know whoever watched this movie, Colony. Not a movie, a series, Colony. What happened? I believe, like it had like insurrection, whatever the case is, the whole system was overturned. And then the military came in and said that, they're gonna bring back peace. They're gonna bring back peace wherever the case is. But the peace that they brought back, it was martial law. All right, the peace that they brought was martial law. So I believe the reason that U.S. Navy off the coast of Venezuela is so that while all these disasters happening and Venezuela, they already, people are already over there suffering because of lack of food. All right, they're gonna increase the heat more, so that when Venezuela in that needy state, they would come in as though they coming in to help the country, but really is to overtake it. All right, and I believe that is the plans of the so-called white man, that is the plans of the devil that the scripture speaks about.
Yeah, because the scripture says, according to Job 15, 5 and 15, it says that the tongue will tell upon their own self, right? And in the Latin, order of chaos is order out of chaos. It's order out of chaos. So they create that chaotic environment, and that's the thing. That's the time that we are about to head into Jacob's trouble, right? Is that they're gonna let it linger and then they're gonna come in with what? With that remedy. Right? But the scripture said the just shall live by faith. You're gonna have faith in your heart, but you shelter what? The food, the water and everything that we need, the shelter, the protection from the elements, even from what? Even from the creatures, because the Most High have these creatures there to what? To bring judgment. Right? Because it's the Lord's purpose to destroy wickedness out of the land. Right?
Precept here.
Go ahead.
Revelation 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken with him, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So I'll stop here. He said he deceived them to receive the mark of the beast. All right. And one of the means of deceiving people to take the mark of the beast is problem, reaction, solution, causing a problem. All right. And then you're going to have the reaction of the people. The people are going to be all frantic. All right. And then you come up with the solution. The solution is implementing the RFID chip, saying, hey, if you want help, if you want to come in the shelters where it could be dry, warm, you can have water, you can have food, you have to take this microchip. And a couple of years ago, and look for article to Senebra. All right, you can probably pull it up. A couple of years ago, it had this in Venezuela, it had something called the Papa chip. All right, which they implemented so that people could take food in Venezuela, which basically was the microchip.
Yeah. They tried to implement it here on the previous installment of the government, the social card. For the old age pension and for food, the food card, government assisted food card. They try to implement it right here. Yeah. I just wanted to bring this precept up, Kusha. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 15 and 16. But it is not but it is not possible to escape thine hand. For the ungodly that deny to know thee, which were scourged by the strength of thine arm, with strange rains, hails, and showers, were they persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire would they consume. You see? So at the end, I mean, at the end, the judgment going to come through the fire. But all this leading up to it, this is the prophecy. You know. So it says what strange rains and hails. So I mean, it's not strange to us because we know is where it's coming from. It's judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Even if the Most High is using it to come at the hands of Esau, he's using Esau for it to come at their hand by using the rainmaking machine. So I'll share the screen again to show the video that you just shared with me. Right, the rainmaking machine. So it's not a myth, it's not a conspiracy. And a conspiracy is what? It's con is with spire, right? To act with, right? I could probably go into that word meaning that. A 6-minute long video, so I'm gonna skip through. You see, it's quite possible. It's quite possible for Esau to make clouds, right? There was a video by one of the hosts of Top Gear, right? And he showed that the fuel for the rockets that they sending up in space, NASA sending up in space, was hydrogen, and when it would make plenty rain clouds, right? It would make rain clouds, so it's possible. It was a phenomenon that they caught up on, right? As I said, this is all through the spirit that the brothers was able to observe and see what was going on here, right? Yeah. So this was yesterday. This was yesterday. I'm going to scroll down to the end. Yesterday we had the 7th earthquake in a week. Right? We had a 7th earthquake in a week. Now the half is a weather modifying device. Not only rain, but it can cause earthquakes. Right? The half machine, it can cause earthquakes. Now watch where it is. It's Karapuna or Karupano. Right? This is the area where the earthquake was yesterday. Right? Yesterday being the 26th. So they said it was what? The 7th earthquake. A magnitude 3.8 earthquake has struck off the coast of Venezuela near Trinidad and Tobago's capital, Port of Spain. The quake, the 6th to strike near the Twin Islands state in the past week, occurred around 9:57 at local time. According to the University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center, SRC, automatic earthquake location system, the magnitude 3.8 quake struck 71 kilometers southeast of Carupano, Venezuela, 97 kilometers northeast of Maturin, Venezuela, 126 kilometers west southwest of Port of Spain, Trinidad. Quake was located at what? 144 north longitude and 6263 west at a depth of 10 kilometers. The University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center said, however, that the event was automatically located by the seismological computational system and has not yet been reviewed by analysts. Selected. Right? But watch this. This was closer to the beginning of the week, last week. It says, or this week here, Caribbean territories rocked by 2 quakes in an hour. And this was where? This was around Grenada and St. Vincent. Right? Then there was 2 more quakes, 5.1 and 4.2 quakes rocked Trinidad on Monday night. Right? Getting closer. Right? The 5th quake was recorded near Trinidad in the past week, was close, was just behind, and then the present quake.
So they're coming down in a line.
They're coming down, and then yesterday was close to the shore, 71 kilometers away from the shore.
Because I sent you the video, and if you take a look at it, they were saying that that video was from August. Said the Venezuelan earthquake was caused by HAP, and it was like triangulation from transmitters, I believe, was from Puerto Rico and Brazil, and I can't remember what other country, and Venezuela was right in the middle of that triangulation. So it's like a big radius, but they're trying to find the exact point within that radius, within the triangulation.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the reason. That is the reason why, they coming down.
Like the honing in.
In that area, they're trying to find the right spot.
Honing in. Like they're trying to hone in.
Can. That is what they're doing.
Somebody can speak in the meantime. I'm pulling up that next video there that they sent. That they just speak about.
Yeah, I have a precept here. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou shalt see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that what the Most High doing right now, the Most High visiting the world. The scripture said, O Assyrian, the rod in thy hand is my indignation. All right? The nuclear missiles, they made for indignation, but the Most High is the one who made it. The Most High gave the word. All right? And Esau made it. The HAP, Esau made it, but the Most High is the one who gave him the technology to make it. All right? So the Most High visiting the world right now. All right? And guess what? My wife actually told me she got a dream that here in Trinidad it have a pack of biscuit, and the price right now is $9 for it. And she said that the vision that she had, they were selling it for $36, which is 3 times the price. And all the shelves were empty. And whatever it had remained, let's say like from that said pack of biscuits, they would take it out of the pack and sell it in smaller packs. So it's like inflation. So it's like, let's say that the pack has 10 biscuits in it. Just say it has more than that, but just say if it has 10 or 12, let's say it has 12 biscuits in it, what they would do, they would take out 3 and put it in a smaller pack, so then they would end up with 4 packs and probably sell it for a greater price. So inflation causes things like this. All right?
So like through the spirit, I went to the grocery yesterday and I made an observation that they was taking peanut butter and putting it in them trays and cling wrapping it and selling it over. So that's basically what you're now talking about. They're already doing that in the groceries.
You understand? So inflation come, hey, great famine coming.
Done.
These are the times. These are the times that the ancient prophets spoke about, and we here right now prophesying in their stead. So we are the end. We are the end of this world. We're the end of Esau's kingdom.
Done.
All right, going on. Verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," and we see earthquakes and uproars of the people. All right. "Then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." All right. And the
Done.
Most High speak of these times, and we in these times, we in those times right now. The Most High bringing the end of Esau's kingdom.
Done.
Didn't the scripture say, "Thus with violence"?
Done.
All right. Most High
Yeah.
bringing the end. So the violence
And
gonna
these
be from what? From nation against nation, and even these other countries where the scripture said, "These shall hate the whore." They're gonna burn her with fire.
done. Even these different tsunami and earthquake, hurricane and storm. It's a destabilizing the economy too. You understand? It's bringing the famine too. You got the flood. These flood and these different hurricanes they can do great damage to the economy. A lot of things can be damaged to these people. The appliance, you know. You understand?
Done.
A lot of farmlands gonna be destroyed, right? So this they what they're doing is destabilizing the economy right now.
Can
The farming gotta come, the dollar gotta collapse. You gotta get um you gotta get chaos. So with the, as I said earlier, chaos out there. Though. So when you get a chaos, you come with the microchip.
can
Done. I have two quick precepts. This is Sirach chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of thy overthrowing, when thou hearest these things awake in thy sleep. Because we in that time. We in that time it made manifest, as it said in Sirach chapter 9. Right? Second Ezra chapter 9, the end is manifest. And how is manifest? By what these plagues coming upon the planet Earth. But James holding firm, but Kwasha in Barbados says what? Billions of people, billions of dollars in damage. You understand? And this is what happening. Esau kingdom is being destroyed. Right? Billions of dollars in damage, and the dollars in worth nothing. Right? So it's gonna just put countries in more debt. Venezuela gonna be in more debt, Trinidad gonna be in more debt. You understand? How you gonna recover? How you gonna recover from this? How you gonna pay back the debt? News prior to this, Trinidad had what? What we had this the prime minister, the government trying to say they're selling the oil refinery, and because the oil refinery is bringing more debt, right? They had to borrow to keep the refinery going, and the refinery not bringing in how to say a profit is constantly running at a deficit, and the money that they was trying to save by selling the refinery, now you have to spend it back on the people. So waiting on going, they might have to borrow, but guess what? Your prime minister is saying what? We're not receiving any aid from outside. We go handle it. That's being proud, because if you get the aid and it comes in food and goods, right? That's what people need: food and goods and appliances to refurbish their house. But guess what? You all have an ulterior motive, making people suffer,
Yeah.
right?
Who
Because
is
you
that?
could say you could get the aid, give the people what they need, right? And save the money. But these people, the rulers and the people, they're wicked, right? And they're all being exposed through the spirit, right? The brother on the comment board said Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing that the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep can. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Yeah, and the elect gonna be saved out of the hell that is about to happen. Right? Because nevertheless, there's somebody gonna have to pay some. There is a means to the end, and this is the end being manifest. The end is here, right? The Most High is toppling this kingdom. The Most High his purpose, his heart's desire is to topple the kingdom, topple Esau's kingdom.
Eh,
Go ahead.
But yeah, go ahead.
you remember the incident with Dominica
Huh.
that Rowley wanted to open up Trinidad doors for Dominica residents,
Yeah, and everybody open up the house. Yeah, take a
right?
family.
And people were saying that would destabilize the country, right?
Huh.
No, he keep letting nationals in from other countries in.
Huh.
All right. No, as I said, he not trying to take any help because why? That is actually spending out the resources that Trinidad have. With they already said we hardly have, and when they spend it or when they give away all that money and not take help, guess what? As I said, that destabilizing the economy. So that is actually seeing the plan.
Huh. And his whole government is proud, arrogant and proud. So hey, when they watch him and they give these speeches and they have their plan, then and they adamant about the plan. They say, hey, we don't regret doing this and we don't regret doing that. How you expect this and that? You know, the scripture says not to trust thy enemy. They are the enemy because they are the puppets of the elites. They are clear and hey, the government is a clear and present danger. You have to stay away from them, right? Not hey, no doubt they probably know the purpose of the U.S. the U.S. Navy, the U.S. know what this whole thing is about, right? This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Right? So this is just the beginning of sorrows, as they say in Matthew 24, verse 9. Right? This is just the beginning of sorrows. Hey, the plagues coming. They come in. So I want to go to some pictures that Makaza was able to come across. I have a video here too, Makaza. If you want to play parts of it.
I have a priest. I can read some before I went.
Go ahead.
I got one. I come after me.
Okay.
It's short because mine have 3 verses. If you're short, you could go ahead.
No, I want to touch on it. We're talking about the these jakes, Rowley them, out of proud. The vision when the woman get the voice note was sent, the 70 disaster hit, the hurricane, the earthquake, when it hit, and the people was, losing their job, these company closing down, and jakes just killing one another. Said the government and comedy television, they didn't know what to say. You understand? They didn't know what to say. Right? So these things are a hit. And all these leaders, these so-called leaders who claiming them as doctors and they got doctorate, hey, they're gonna be shamed. You understand? They're gonna be shamed because this is the Mosai movie, the Mosai destroying this place, and the Mosai using his own kingdom. The so-called white people are a bunch of idiots. You understand? Yeah, my own is I got two precepts back. I can come after you, so I'm gonna come after you.
All right. Well, you actually kind of did my introduction, so I'll just read based off of what you just said. Because they said they're gonna be ashamed, right? This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 11. Surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings. Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee no, and let them know what Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts had purpose upon Egypt. The princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of North are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the state of the tribes thereof. You understand? So these government, they are the state of the tribes. They are the support of the tribes, but they become foolish because they destabilizing the economy. All right. So that this microchip could be implemented so that they can bring about the Agenda 21. All right. The so-called one world order. All right. But guess what? They're killing out their own people. And as the brother said, they're gonna have nothing to say. They're gonna be ashamed.
There's a quick one off the comment board, but Pasha from Barbados. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. It says, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Huh?
Right now, Jake in a more spirit. Because when them evil day come, when you got no food to eat, when you see your daughter and your son ribs, you understand? You see people dying from hunger, they can't move. You see dead body all over the place. You understand? That kind of pestilence. You're not gonna no desire in them days. Them is the days that come in. And when you see these foreign troops on your land, putting you out to death, putting you all in FEMA camp, you're not gonna desire them days. Them is the days that come in. Right? Let us start to say quick. This is Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, peace, and there shall be none. Amen.
What
And
verse?
right now,
I didn't hear where you just said that. What verse you just read?
this is Ezekiel 7:25. Said destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
You can read 5 and 6 too.
What they're doing, they're destabilizing the economy. All these different weather, rain, flooding, earthquake, tsunami, you name it, they're destabilizing the economy. Right?
Hey, the new scripture
This
says,
is Ezekiel.
who make it himself like God.
Huh?
God.
You understand? He trying to control the weather.
God. Yeah, he programmed the Most High program him. Right?
Can.
Let me get on the Most High programming. This is Proverbs 21:1. Proverbs 21:1. He said, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So all these kings of the earth, Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump, you name it, all these president prime ministers on the face of the earth, the Most High control each and every one of them. Most High control your spirit. So you're doing everything that the Most High want you to do. So don't feel. Can. Let's read it. Proverbs 21.
21.
Can. Are you president and prime minister who feel you're proud? No, you program. You're doing exactly what the Heavenly Father want y'all to do. This is Proverbs 21:1. He said, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As the rivers of waters, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So y'all doing the Most High will. Right? Y'all doing the Most High will. Most High getting ready to destroy this place. This is the end of this aeon. This is the end of this wicked rulership. Right? Ezekiel 7:5. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power. He said, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Right? And that evil coming. That flood is evil because the word evil go back to what distress and misery, sorrow, bad times. Them is what come in sorrow and distress. Right? He said, and end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. And this is we see the end.
This is Psalms 54, verse 3. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set Yahweh before them. Because the scripture said that Esau the Edomite is our fool. Because he said, the fool said in his heart that there is no God. And also in Thessalonians, it says what? They sit in the throne as though they are God. Nobody most are going to humble them and show them that they're just man. Right? Jumping down to Psalm 65, starting at 1. It says, give ear to my prayer, O Yahweh, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and make a noise, because of the voice of thy enemy, because of the oppressor of the wicked. It says, for they have cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pain within me, and the terrors of death are falling upon me. And the terrors of death is going to increase because the scripture talk about the time of Jacob's struggle, right?
And
when we go into it, we're going to see, because the purpose is what? It's a topple Venezuela, right? They're already defaming. If you have Trump, he's defaming Maduro, right? But Maduro is trying to seek after his people. I'm not no politician. I'm not trying to justify nobody, right? he's probably seeking after the best interest of his people, but the Americans, the Edomites, right? They're making it impossible by the different sanctions and treaties they have against them, right? And when they decide to take their business elsewhere, which is the oil, because that's they're rich in oil, they're rich in gold, and other natural resources, they're taking it elsewhere, right? And other markets, but the Edomites, the Americans, they what? They're trying to topple them to go in to take what they could take, right? There's a purpose. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And one of the devices is what? The weather modification machine, right? It says, for my heart, verse 4, Psalm 55:4, for my heart is sore pain within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror had overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. And our wings like a dove is what the chariots, right? You want to be by the chariots. The scriptures say, under thy wings shall thou trust. That's the chariots, right? We're going to be taken up and we're going to be saved from what the ICBMs are about to hit, which is going to bring forth the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, right? And the kingdom of the Edomites. It says, lo, then I would wander far off and remain in the wilderness, Selah. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. And that's what the scripture says, that we should be hastening the day, right? Because great evils, great perils, the Lord said, unless he come, and you say, how shall I come? Right? There will be no flesh to be saved because of this devil. This devil, hey, he's not upright within himself. He's wicked. This kingdom is wicked. There's nothing to uphold here. Right? It says,
from I say this, as I said, his spirit not upright. Now, when something upright, it's standing on 2 feet. All right? Now, what is the opposite of standing on 2 feet? Standing on all fours. So Esau is a beast. He's a brute beast.
Yeah, because when a bear crawling, he's on fours, or walking here on fours. Or when he stand up, he's get upright and be on 2.
Can.
It says,
Esau is a brute beast.
A brute beast, can. Psalm 55:9, destroy, O Yahweh, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it. Upon the walls thereof, mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness in the midst thereof, deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Right? And this is what we're seeing. All this is what we're seeing. And all this is because of what the so-called white man. And his poison and his philosophy, his poison is his philosophy. His democracy, his homosexuality, his lesbianism, his to be pedophiles, feminism, all these different things. That's part of his poison. All that is bringing the wickedness and the violence upon the land. Right? Because if you want to reach lower down, David is going to be talking about verse 12. He said, for it was not an enemy that reproached me that I could have borne it. Neither was it him that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. Because this is when Saul was persecuting David. Right? So guess what? We have a prime minister, for example, in Trinidad. Just for example, because I mean we out here to prophesy to the nation of Israel. We are Israelites in a strange country, right? We like strangers in a strange land, right? The scripture said the leaders of the people cause thee to err, right? The prime minister is what? A Jake. And he hates his own people. He hates himself and he hates his own people because he's caused. If he's in the know of the US, what is the purpose? And he's, for example, holding back, helping his people to fall forward, their ultimate plan to go forward. That is wickedness, right? All that is because of
exactly. I remember the elite banking family. They train the dogs, you know. You understand? They know the agenda they're on. Hey, keep these people in this way. Keep them in this confusion. I give democracy, I give power. You push democracy. You know, you allow homosexuality, you allow lesbianism, you allow these different abortion facility in your land. You do all these things, we can give you power. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but what? It's all about money for them. You understand?
Something to back you up.
What they don't know is that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua going to judge them.
I could read two precepts for you to back you up.
Yeah.
This is Hosea chapter 8, verse 4. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not. All right, and these princes they set up them by the counsel of the Most High. They set them up to serve their own purpose. All right, and as I said, they under that agenda because why? Esau is the one who ruling these nations, and it's the reason, as I said, they're pushing homosexuality. They're pushing for destabilizing the dollar to bring in the cashless society. All these nations doing it at the same time because why? It's under one orchestration. All right. This is Jeremiah 28, verse 14. For thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, the God of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the necks of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and they shall serve him. All right. And that is what the Most High do. The Most High made all these nations to serve the king of Babylon, beginning with the Rothschilds. All right. That is why I see all these nations coming about with the cashless society, pushing this homosexual agenda. Because why? Because that is the agenda of the Rothschilds, the elite, the elite bankers. Right?
That's one earthquake. It's definitely an American attack. It's an American weapons attack. Because America has earthquake weapons. So does Israel, so does China, Russia.
So, this is the video that he was talking about that he sent.
God.
The British, French. They use that. They use that to attack the Venezuelans, to make them weaker and weaker.
Oh, so I forget that. Sorry. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put it back. So
having one earthquake, it's definitely an American attack. It's an American weapons attack because America has earthquake weapons. And so does Israel, so does China, Russia, the British, French. They use that. They use that to attack the Venezuelans, to make them weaker and weaker. They've been having one weakness attack after the other. They tried to kill President Maduro. They've been trying to bring in troops throughout the border and do random killings of Venezuelan citizens. They're testing missiles off the coast of Venezuela, off the coast of Colombia. The Colombians and the Americans and the Israelis are testing missiles. Yeah, they did. They did. They set this earthquake up, and all they have to do is run the HARP machine. And it's not just the HARP machine, but then you have Arecibo. You got Arecibo down in Puerto Rico, which is close, very close to Venezuela, and all you got to do is run Arecibo. To set out 7.3 magnitude earthquakes.
Right, so you see, the video is by Pastor Clinique, right? So I mean, you could check it out. As much as I was saying, it's all triggered, it's triangulated, right? The narrator of the video is saying that he identified that America, Russia, Israel, and I think Iran. I'm not too sure. I can't remember, but he says those are the countries that have the HARP. Right? So you can go into depth. There's plenty of information. So we can't go through all in depth.
All them are Edomite too. Russia, Israel, America, they are Edomite, and the power was given to them. God is giving it to them of the wicked.
Hey, that's why the Lord say He gonna destroy them that destroy the earth.
God, a hole in the one too.
Hey, when you look at the word destroy, it means corrupt, and they're corrupting the earth too.
God,
They're corrupting the earth with the.
You mentioned earlier about Dominica.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about Dominica. Dominica economy done destabilize. Puerto Rico economy done destabilize. Bermuda, the economy done destabilize. With them hurricane that had last year. This place, Indonesia, Guatemala, with the volcanoes and these things, these economy being destabilized. You understand?
If you remember, I don't know if you could remember, I said that I believe they might be using these so-called natural disasters to destabilize the economies.
Yeah, that was pre-talks to this video. I mean, yesterday or the day before, we was talking that when this is when the spirits started to bring it out that something was happening. We was observing, everybody was observing in the own realm, and they were saying that, it's like, I believe that the Most High is using using them to destabilize. I remember clearly said that to the spirit. Oh, by the way, I get shout outs and blessings to brother Elder Malak at the game camp in New York, and Elder Abadia, our bigger brothers, he out in Atlanta, because they were two brothers that even pushed me towards doing this video, bringing out this information, because through the spirit I was observing, I was reporting it to them, because as Elder Abadia was saying is that, if it wasn't for the reporting, the brothers outside, the elders and all those who looking over the church, they wouldn't know what's going on. They wouldn't have known about the flood until probably Nicki Minaj put it and make the news. She put it up on her Instagram and thing, and they would have made the news, but they wouldn't know because it's not being publicized, right? They wouldn't know. This information won't come out, and that's the purpose of the prophets, right? To prophesy, to tell, to speak, and the
watchmen.
The watchmen.
He said, watchmen upon thy towers.
Yeah, that will never
can hold their peace.
They will never hold their
and
peace.
when you look up hold their peace, it means to keep silent or be inactive.
Right?
But if I might say this, now look at the magnitude of the disaster that happened in Venezuela. It had deaths. All right, many infrastructures were destroyed, but this not being publicized on the media because they don't want their agenda to be highlighted. Speaking about the least, they don't want their agenda to be highlighted.
They must never look bad. Right, so this is some of the pictures of what actually went on. No, we would have seen what went on in Trinidad, right? But this is what went on in Venezuela. They're bringing out bodies. Look at that. That's bodies. They're uncovering from the floods. See?
I'll read something for you when you finish.
You can go ahead, you can read over his pictures.
This is Amos chapter 4. This is Amos chapter 4, verse 7. It says, and I also have withholden the rain from you when there were yet 3 months to the harvest, and I caused it to rain upon one city, and caused it to rain upon another city. One place was rained upon, and the piece whereupon it rained not withered. So 2 or 3 cities wandered into one city to drink water, but they were not satisfied. Yet have ye not returned unto me, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And guess what? All this could lead to famine. Because all that rain that was sent, all that destruction could destroy livestock. It could destroy the famine. All right? It could even destroy buildings like supermarkets, wherever the case is. And it could contaminate the water. Hey, right here in Trinidad, it have, well, bro, you might have more insight on it. It have like places that not getting water.
I mean, yesterday on the news they said they back up to full water production, but the reason why they couldn't produce water over the days because what the dams and the rivers and the inlets, the water was turbid. Turbid means that, as for example, you take a glass and they full it with water and they put mud in it and they take a spin it up, spin it and make it all cloudy or dirty and murky, right? That's turbid water, right? So you would have to give it some time to settle. So the rains, what we had, there's a next factor we didn't bring up. The rains that we had, I think they said it was like 1 month or 3 months raining, or 1 month rain in like 3 days or 4 days. That's the type of rain that we had. 1 month rain, the levels, how much meters of rain we had in like 3 or 4 days, right? 1 month or 3. I can't remember. It was a high velocity or count of rain, a high amount of rain, right? So even the dams, they had videos showing the dam overflowing, the Navet Dam overflowing. So the waters there would have been churned up. They had to let it settle. So they couldn't pump water for a while. So even the water that being pumped, like I really don't know where they have the fire hydrant gets its water from. But that water that was pumped, I personally had to get the water company was sending trucks. You could have called them and they would have sent water trucks to fill your tanks. And they was filling my tank and the water was looking like the flood water. You know? So it's like most likely like the fire hydrants, because even though you wouldn't have water, pipe-borne water or portable water supplied to your house, your domestic or residential or commercial buildings, because they would say that water is can't be treated because it's too turbid. What they would do, they would probably pump the water from the dam straight to the fire hydrants, and that is what they was using to fill people's tanks. And that water was very turbid. That water was like the flood water itself. It was brown, right? So it would take time.
And that could bring famine.
That can bring disease, pestilence.
Because you can't drink the water.
You can't drink that water, right? Like you have to treat it. You might have to within your own realm, take it, put it, leave it in a bucket to settle, then scoop off from the top and then put chlorine bleach in it, a certain amount. I think it's like a capful per gallon or something like that.
I could say something that.
Let that work. Go ahead.
No, it said that could bring disease, right?
Huh.
No, the disease fall under pestilence.
Huh.
Now, guess what? Think about somebody who haven't drunk water for 2 days. They're gonna drink that same murky water.
Head first, diving in it.
They're gonna drink that water. And guess what? That could actually help to spread. Most I said you're gonna bring pestilence. Right? Let me read something here for you. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it." And the Most High bringing that punishment. All these things that is the Most High judging the world for their wickedness. All right? But his elect, his chosen, all right, they're gonna be saved. So we hoping that we part of that number so we can be delivered. All right?
Done.
Go ahead.
Right, go ahead.
Second is just 16 and verse 18. He said, "The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear." Yeah, the powers is these so-called president and prime ministers. They're gonna stand in fear. He said, "The beginning of evil. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plagues."
Yeah, because So like these powers, these powers, they're so carnal, they're gonna bow down to America. Because America, they know that America is the ones who causing this. Right? So they're gonna bow down, they're gonna stand in fear. They're gonna submit this up and they're gonna cause the people. That's why they're gonna cause the people to take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Right? Because they're gonna be afraid of America, but there's a power higher than America, and his name is Yahweh, or their names are Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? So they can't be ignorant of that fact. Because the prophets are here to tell you that. Yahweh Shem Yahushai says, well, put your trust in him, trust not in man. Right? Go ahead, Ak.
Second Ezra 16 and 19.
Hey, and I just said that. Go back. I'll read after. I'll just say something off of what I just said.
No, go ahead, now. We'll lose your chain of thought. Go ahead.
You go back.
All right. There's second Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are set as a scourge for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourge.
Done.
Can't they ain't gonna
So the Most High will send them plagues, all them disease,
and he said for
all
all
them
this,
dead
all
bodies.
this
Bodies can bring disease.
and they say for all this, they ain't gonna turn from the wickedness.
Yeah.
Because hey, these are the beginning of sorrows, and we've seen people still continuing to be wicked. Right? There's Isaiah chapter 36, verse 5. I say, sayest thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength of war. But now on whom dost thou trust that thou rebellest against me? Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh the king of Egypt unto all that trust in him. So the Lord called Pharaoh a broken reed, called Egypt a broken reed. Right now, the Esau system crumbling, but yet people putting their trust in it. As I said, they're putting their trust in flesh and not in the Most High. All right, and they're gonna stab them in the hand. All right, they're gonna get caught in concentration camps and they're gonna be put to death because they put a trust in Pharaoh and not in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the God of Israel.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch back I'm gonna touch back some of the videos or some other information. Right, because we talk about the plagues, and part of the plagues is what? These creatures that the Most High had prepared for judgment. Right? The Most High prepared certain creatures and certain spirits for judgment. Right? So this is snakes versus people in the flood. Let me go to the video first. I'm gonna fact I already have it because I hear it. There's a 10-foot green anaconda seen slithering across flooded road in Carney as eluded conservationists. An official from Serpentarium said the members of the team were hampered in retrieving the reptile due to the police roadblocks along the highway near Carney. The floodwaters continue to rise on parts of Trinidad, and many wildlife conservation groups are called out to rescue the animals trapped in floodwaters. Right? The manager of the Serpentarium, Saeed Ali, if I'm pronouncing his name right, said he has received dozens of phone calls for animal rescue. However, major challenges has been getting to flood areas. Ali said most of the calls came from Conopian village. Right, so what had happened here was, I don't know if I'll get it in this article, is that there was this big snake. Right, there was this big ass snake. This is the video with the snake. The beginning. It's the anaconda that they saw. 10 foot, right? They end up catching the snake.
It was 18 feet.
Yeah, 18 feet when they measured it. I can't remember how much pounds or how much kilograms. It was a big ass anaconda. And what the UE, University of the West Indies, zoological society found is that it was a nest. They actually have a nest. Right? So they have there's a colony of anacondas in Trinidad. right? They also what? They also what? We had caimans, and what somebody was saying is that they brought the difference between the caiman and the crocodile. I saw some pictures with the U-shaped head, not the crocodile and the alligator. Sorry, the U-shaped head and the V-shaped head of the crocodile, and then the U-shaped head of the alligator. And I think a cousin of them both is the caiman. But this is a huge one. This is one of the biggest ones that I saw. And this is not a video, but this was trying to get some people here, and some people. All right, there's a video right here.
It had one that Akim was actually in someone's house.
Yeah, come on. So look at here just real quick.
Size of that. I tell you, it's a meal.
Right, so this is what happened here, right? And as I said, there was one that gets into the head, not the head, but the house, right? You watch that video, so I can come back to the I came here to bring on some scriptures concerning that too.
Yeah, because the Most High promised the fowl of the air, the beast of the field, a feast.
This
And
is
that beast waiting.
Jeremiah chapter 15, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. See? So all these things are they're gonna work towards the benefit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Remember Yahweh Shem Yahushai said what 2/3 his purpose is 2/3 of all people must be destroyed alongside with the heathen. Right? Anybody have anything else?
I'm looking for something, but you can talk.
Oh, okay, I'm looking for a scripture too.
Right? Most High gonna bring the fear in the land. These Israelites don't fear the Most High. These two Torah, they don't fear the Most High. You know, everything is a party and a laugh for them. You know. They don't fear the Most High. Read this.
I have come on board 1-on-1 from brother from Yakima GMS Foolishness of Preaching. Isaiah 51:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look unto the holy, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh." Right? I guess I was going back to when Marcus I was speaking about the government, right? And putting the trust in Egypt. Because basically they're going to fulfill the purpose of the enemy. Right? And the scripture says never trust that enemy. Because that iron rusted, so is their wickedness, you know, because their purpose is is that their houses shall endure forever by any means. Right? They wicked to their own self just to keep power. Right? Scripture says if they're not gonna do good to their own self, who will they do good unto? So they're destroying anything. The ones that can hold on to that power seat. But the most highest purpose is to topple them. Right? You have something there, you have it up? Yeah, you have something?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for this picture page. To read the same, read this Jeremiah.
Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find the precept. Yeah, but the scripture said the Most High bringing them animals for judgment too. That's why they live in the habitation. All right? Leave in the habitation. Most High gonna bring them animals for judgment. All right? You're gonna bring the military. Scripture said they're gonna come in like a flood and all these disasters. But the Most High, what he doing is like we tell Ezra before the fire had the smoke, you had the spark, then you had the smoke, then you had the fire. And before the flood, you had the rain. So the Most High, all these things that happen is what happened is the calm, is really the calm before the storm. All right? All these things that are happening right now is the calm before the storm. The Most High warning Israel. And the funny thing is that when all these things happen, you would hear two-thirds saying, we in the last days. These are the last days. They can't prove it in the scriptures. But when they see these things happen, they would say, hey, we in the last days. These are the last days. But none of them will say, no, let's turn to the Lord. All they will say the last days. And what will happen in the last days? And destruction will happen. And all sorts of things. They said all sorts of things will happen in the last days, but none of them will forsake the wickedness and turn and serve the Most High. We read the scripture here real quick. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith Yahweh Shemel Shai, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his wicked way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, or why will ye die, O house of Israel? So the Most High is saying, why you have to go through this? Just stop being wicked. All right? But is it hard for Israel to do that?
Most High purpose is to be judged. I have a scripture here. This is Sirach chapter 39 and 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, right? The teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to their destruction. So I had a friend whose wife was they were in one of the flood affected areas in Trinidad right here. And he went to rescue them. So he's a serviceman. He went to rescue, he was one of the first responders. And when he went, he said a man walked up to him with 4 children in his hand. Right? The man said, what? Can you help me assist these children and carry them out of the area? He said, all right, sure. So when he put them in the vehicle, he said, he asked them, he said, is anyone injured? He said, yes, I am. He said, with what? He said, basically saying that he's injured in his mind, he trauma. But besides that, he said, and physical injuries. He said, boy, we were bitten. From what, mosquitoes? He said, mosquitoes, there are no mosquitoes here. He said, we get bitten from everything. They had snakes. He said there was centipedes or millipedes that was like foot long and stuff. He said what? They was bitten by them. And the thing is, he said it wasn't one. He said the amount of the multitude. So all these creatures, they came out of the different holes that they were in. Right? They came out and they started to execute judgment of the Lord. Right? So what it says, the teeth of wild beasts, as we know from verse 29, Sirach chapter 39, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. The teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to their destruction. You see? So this is it.
Uh,
Like, yeah. This is
Read
Jeremiah.
some fear.
All right, go ahead.
Fair.
Yeah.
Right.
And all these things, guess what? They still wouldn't do good.
Right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 17. It says, also, I read from verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path, where's the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Verse 17, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. And that is what they're saying in their heart. They say, we're not going to listen to what you have to say. But guess what? You're not listening, not doing us anything. It only bringing your debt.
That's right.
The scripture said you have not. Let me see if I could find it. But you could go by the time, Yahweh.
This is the feast of the Most High promise and beast. This is Ezekiel 39 and 17. And thou son of man, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power, speak unto every feather fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourself and come, gather yourself on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountain of Israel. He said that he may eat flesh and drink blood. He said, yea. He said, he shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the prince of the earth, and rams and lambs, and of goat and of bullock, all of them. He said, fatling of Bashan. Yeah, so the Most High, a lot of you gonna be eaten by these beasts. You understand? Especially them lion and tiger that got in the zoo down in Port of Spain Day. Most High gonna lose them out.
And they're hungry.
Yeah, most I wasn't there, and I see them lions suffering then.
Yeah.
That vex my spirit.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 14 and 20. So this is the righteous. We acknowledge our power. We acknowledge Yahweh, our wickedness, and the iniquity of our fathers. For we have sinned against thee. Do not abhor us for thy name's sake. Do not disgrace the throne of thy glory. Remember, break not the covenant with us. Are there any among the vanities of the Gentiles that can cause rain? Or can the heavens give showers? Art not thou he, O Yahweh, our power? Therefore we will wait upon thee, for thou hast made all these things. So even if the so-called white man have a rain-making machine, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who gave him that power, right? So we acknowledge that there's a power behind all this, and he is bringing forth judgment. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 3. No more exceedingly proudly, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So the weighing of the actions is what led to the destruction that has come upon the land. Because these people ultimately being judged. You had this Elamite woman crying, she lose everything. There was an old
She has a bag of people.
a bag of what? A bag of what?
A bag of God. A bag of God should lose.
Yeah. There was a couple highlighted on the news. I think the man was 77 and his wife was 79 and his wife was 77, something like that. There were some old people, but and you know they say that they have to start over from fresh. How they gonna do it? They don't know. They lose everything, and they see the wife. They say they spend all their savings, so what? And they invest in the children, the daughter to go to what? College, university, and she was there hanging up all her daughter's degrees and certificates on the line to dry out. You understand? And they said that's the investment, that's how they will get it back through the children's education. No, that's how you're gonna die, right? Because the way that this world. But beg your pardon? Beg your pardon? I didn't hear you. Yeah, what I didn't hear you.
No, I said the uniform thing is the biggest one, the biggest ripoff in the world.
God. Yeah, because the scripture said trust not in man.
Going to school to be in there.
I could read something here. Because they see that's how they're gonna make it, right? Through the children, degrees, through the education, right? That's how they will prosper. They say 2 Chronicles 24, verse 20. And the spirit of Yahweh came upon the son of Zechariah, the son of Jehoiada, the priest, which stood before the people, and said unto them, Thus saith Yahweh, why transgress ye the commandments of Yahweh, that ye cannot prosper? Because ye have forsaken Yahweh, he shall also forsaken you. So guess what? The Most High will make you prosper, not your education. The scripture said, don't boast in your knowledge, but boast in the fact that you know and understand me, said the Most High. So he's the one that calls you to prosper, not education, not a diploma, not them certificates. They don't do nothing. Because right now, you gotta get a degree to work KFC. Because plenty of people working in these fast food places have degrees. All right, they have degrees. So it's like you gotta get a degree to go and work KFC.
Hey, the garbage truck. What I was doing in Venezuela, in the beginning of the year, we read an article, we brought out an article where they were saying that these women who are doctors, lawyers, teachers, nurses, what they were doing, they agree to the brothels to become whores, harlots, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He agreed me to be under. So they was put under.
From degrados means to bring low.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
This is
yeah, something.
Okay. Yeah, something, but after you, go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 1, verse 25. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I will have no mercy upon you. And they're gonna desire the Most High when the full blunt of Jacob trouble come. Because that is when the words that the prophets were speaking gonna come back to their mind. But the Most High not gonna hear them because the gates of repentance gonna be closed. It says, whensoever you shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Verse 27, there's the punch here. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own self, saith Yahweh. All right? So you didn't forsake the Most High, you forsake your own self. All right? You forsake your own self. All right? You bring that evil upon your own self. And the Most High gonna destroy you for it.
This is Sirach chapter 19, verse 19. It says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do the things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of Yahweh is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. Jumping on to verse 22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Right? There is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. So all that degree, all that certification and whatever it may be, once it's not, a matter of fact, the Most High never give out certificates. We have no reward. The only reward we're gonna get is what that 1 penny, or is what the entrance into the kingdom of heaven. And we only gonna know that when the chariots come, and then Yahweh is gonna give us what? That crown. He's gonna crown the elect. Right? This is what we hope for, to be crowned, to be given a province to rule over. Because this wisdom is gonna equate onto something on the next time. Right? You have anything? Yeah, whatever, we can close off.
No, go ahead.
Right? Makazar. Makazar, you have anything or you can close out?
I'm looking for something just now. I'm looking up something real quick. This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 20. It says, "For our conversation is in heaven, from whence we also look for our Savior, the Lord Yahushua
Read something quick
Mashiach."
if you like that.
All right. So,
If
as
I
I said, we diplomacy, we certificate it in heaven, not here.
Done.
And when you look up the word conversation, it means administration of civil affairs or of a commonwealth. The constitution of a commonwealth from the government and laws by which it is administered. A state, a commonwealth, a state of citizenship says like paper or paperwork's in heaven. Right? Or paperwork's not here on it. What up?
Yeah, what up? You have something?
Of the Ezekiel 7:26, he said mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumors. Then he said, then shall they seek the vision of the prophet. Right?
Yeah,
right
then
now,
they will seek the vision of the prophet.
And go ahead. Yeah.
And that is why the scripture says, then shall they know a prophet had been among them. That is when they're gonna speak. But guess what? We ain't gonna be there pursuing to Amos 8:11. You understand? A famine. So right now they having a famine of bread and water, but soon the Lord gonna send a famine of the word, which is a greater famine. Right? You can close off the bro.
Alright. So with that we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Dash. Double some apostles and our elders that great millstones. Salutations to the brothers that preach and teach us word in sincerity and truth according to the 4 corners of the planet Earth. Right? Peace and safety to you and your families. Continue to fight that good fight. The race is going to over until Yahushai comes with the chariot, the fathership. Right? Brethren, stay strong. Shalom.
Shalom.
To the elect.
To the elect.